In this video, I will show you 5 amazing chess traps in what's one of the most aggressive opening, the King's Gambit, that you can use to defeat your opponent in just a few moves. So let's get started. So after e4, e5, f4, he goes knight c6, then knight f3, and after d6, you go bishop c4, he goes bishop g4, pinning the knight to the queen, but you can just castle here, knight f6, then d3, and after he goes here, putting pressure on the knight. You can just go f takes e5 and after he takes, you have bishop takes f7 check. King takes, then knight takes e5 check, forks the king and the bishop. So king g8, but then you can take his bishop and after he takes, here you will recapture with the queen. Bishop c5 seems like a natural response threatening a discount attack, but you play bishop h6 threatening a mate on g7. But it seems like we have blundered the bishop because of knight f5 check. Now we gotta move the king and he can take the bishop. But actually, he blundered checkmate with queen to e6 check. And after he blocks, queen takes knight is checkmate. Let's move on to the next trap. So after e4, e5, f4, he takes, then knight f3. And after d5 striking in the center, you can just take, queen takes d5, then you develop the knight, queen e6 check. Now you play bishop e2, and after bishop d6, you can just castle here. h6 to prevent your knight from jumping here, but then you play bishop b5 check. Now moving the king seems like a bad option, so here he just develops the knight, but then you have rook to e1 and he loses his queen. Let's move on to the next trap. After e4, e5, f4, he takes bishop c4, he goes queen h4 check, king f1, then bishop c5, threatening mate in 1, so d4, bishop b6, then you develop the knight attacking the queen, so queen g4, then you play bishop takes f7 check. If he takes, then you can give him a check and you win the queen. Therefore, he plays king e7, but then you can attack the queen. Now the queen can't go anywhere, so queen to g3, then you develop the knight, and after you place any move, you just go here, attacking the queen. Queen g6, only save option, but then you have knight e5 check, and you win the queen. Let's move on to the next trap. After e4, e5, f4, he takes, then you play knight f3, g5, the strongest move for black. Then you play bishop c4, and after g4, you can just play d4. He takes the knight, but then you can castle here. Then after f takes g2, attacking the rook even further, you have bishop takes f7 check, king takes, then you check with the queen, king g7, then you bring in the rook, and this is over for black here. So for example, if something like knight f6 attacking the queen, then you can just play queen g5 check, king goes here, and then you have e5, and his knight is gone. Let's move on to the next trap. After e4, e5, f4, he takes knight f3, g5, then you play bishop c4, and after bishop g7, you have knight c3, he goes knight c6, then d4, and after he goes here, attacking the knight, you play bishop takes f4, sacrificing the knight, so he takes, but then you recapture with the queen, knight takes d4, hits the queen, and this pawn, but that was a trap, because of bishop takes f7 check, king takes, then queen h5 check, now king got to go back, but then you can just castle here. So for example, if you play something like queen here, trying to trade the queens, then you play bishop d6, double check, checkmate. Well, if you enjoyed these chess traps, then don't forget to give this video a like, and here are some more amazing chess traps like these. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more of these videos.